We are live here with our next matchup, still joined here by Fox Tato, aka Rondez. How are you today?
Apparently, I'm a potato. I'm not really sure when that happened, but
Fox Tato.
I'm really happy that I was able to make this transition into a plant, into a vegetable.
It was
But we do have Stronghold Hardpoint coming up, so if you guys like plants, there's plenty of them on this map. Lots of trees. Uh, first banner protect coming in. It's going to be protect on the M8. And in case you guys are just tuning in, we did just see the conclusion of Riot versus Lightning Pandas. But now we're moving on to the next series, which will be between Cutting Edge and Nerdette eSports.
So a little bit of roster changes from what I can see so far. I think Emmy's, I don't know if that's a gamer tag change. I don't remember her seeing her on the cutting edge squad. Oh God. And then who's on the other side? Nerdette. There are so many roster changes now that I think about it. Lexi and Shooter are definitely different on the Nerdette squad. I think they're originally from Stunner, moving over to Nerdette. And looking on the side of Cutting Edge, Emmy's is definitely a different person on there. So lots of roster changes for you guys.
Yes, so bans and protects here. High caliber rapid fire out of there right away. HCXD ban coming in as well as the protect on the M8 and the ban on kinetic armor. Any up actually gets banned there towards the end. Kind of a weird ban. You don't usually see people playing with any up. Kind of a weak perk in tier number 2. Usually you'll see players opt for fast hands and such over that. But nevertheless, moving on to the specialist draft, moving quickly here. Both players, right off the bat, choosing some of the stronger weapons and abilities in the game. We're going to see the Scythe, followed by the Heat Wave out of Hey Lovely, and then we're also going to see the Purifier. So, pretty standard stuff here so far for this CDP squad. Looks like we got all of Firebreak specialist weapons and abilities.
So yeah, Black Ops being your cutting edge squad and CDP being the other one. Nerdette. There you go. I remember. I also forgot to put the team names in. But
Oh yeah, on my screen there's still LP and Riot. But regardless, Cutting Edge Esports is going to beat Minnesota Mocha, AGLR, LFGT. What are we gonna call this one? Not really sure what that is. Hey Lovely and Emmys.
oh, that's Jordan. You can call her Jordan. That's her
All
real.
right,
Well, we can call
Jordan.
her Jordan or a girl. But yeah.
There we go.
So
I guess
okay.
we should probably try a girl.
A
Because I
girl.
don't think anybody else out there knows who Jordan is, you know?
Yeah, but then if somebody say a girl planted a bomb, it sounds funny. So, but I mean, you say it, I say it. It's fine.
But all
People.
right, but look, we say Jordan, right? People be like, Jordan who? Jordan Michaels? Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan? Jordan K?
Jordan Kelly?
Who? K?
Who is
Jordan?
Jordan? Oh
Well,
gosh.
whatever we're gonna call her, a girl, aka Jordan. You guys will figure it out. And it's also Mocha. We're gonna call her Mocha. I called her Minnesota another game, and people didn't like that. So we're gonna call her Mocha. We're gonna call a girl, or Jordan, and Lovely and Emmys, and everybody else has a normal name. So we're gonna be good from there on.
On the opposing side, we do have Nerdette Esports, Shooter One, Sharp Bladed, Denial Chica, and Lexi. So, creator class coming in, all the players adjusting to the protects and bans here. Now, for any new viewers that might be tuning in, when the M8 is banned, even though in this situation it's protected, just for example, if a player has that on their classes, they cannot use it. If they spawn in with it, it'll just be taken away, and it won't happen. It won't be there. But we're seeing the players adapt to that. Gravity spikes actually coming in, by the way, from Mocha, which is something that might not have seen in competitive play since maybe the first month of the Call of Duty World League. Not even. I think it was before then. Players like TP might have rocked those gravity spikes every now and then. But it's usually because there are more effective ways of clearing the hard point or holding a hard point, such as Purifier, which is what we're seeing from Denial Chica on the other side for Nerdette Esports.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the Purifier do
Excuse me.
quite a bit of work with Stronghold. In the last Stronghold hardpoint we saw, the Purifier, I think, picked up like 3 kills in that Bunker Hill, and it was just doing all kinds of work. That Bunker Hill, the Purifier is just the prime combo. So Gravity Spikes, not my favorite. I would opt for the Purifier first because Gravity Spike's sort of just a one shot thing. But Purifiers, it can be I think it's a little, makes you a little bit vulnerable, to be honest, because it almost takes a couple seconds for the person to die when you're trying to light them on fire. Did you see that whole argument with the pros the other day on Twitter? How someone had a
Right.
purifier and didn't die?
Yeah, I think it was Sharp that was actually using it, and he wasn't able to kill maybe Ricky. I can't
No,
quite
it was
remember,
Ricky.
but
That was an absolute god. He was on fire and didn't die. But
he just
anyway,
ran through it. He didn't care.
I think Jordan, aka Girl, just disconnected. So we'll go. We'll talk about her story anyway. Yeah, he was like on fire in the kill cam or in the theater mode, and then he just the fire goes out, and he doesn't die. So yeah, see, the purifier can be weird like that sometimes. I've been in gunfights where I'll be trying to purify will set me on fire and I'll kill him first and we both die. So it's almost like a trade-off. But gravity spikes, I've had a hard time killing someone who pops that on me. So
Yeah,
it's
it's really difficult to do. It's very jarring how quickly you jump into the sky and you just slam down on everything. Everything even remotely close to you is dead. If it's equipment, it's been exploded. If it's a person, it's dead. Like that's just what gravity spikes does. Looks like we all might have actually lagged out of that lobby there. I'm going to go ahead and update my codcaster while we wait here. But yeah, let's talk a little bit more about this matchup here between Cutting Edge Esports and Nerdette. I know I'm familiar with Minnesota Mocha. I know she's a pretty heavy live streamer for Justice. She has been recently, right?
I'm not sure what org, but yeah, I definitely know she's a huge streamer because all her fans come in the chat and they're always like Mocha Squad or whatever her thing is. And I honestly I don't watch that many streams, so I was like, who, what?
I just remember seeing the name around from the Justice Organization. I know she did a lot for them in the past here. Nerdette, do you recognize anyone on this squad or anyone from a previous matchup or anything?
Lexi and Shooter used to be on Stunner, and I guess they switched on over here. I don't know the roster changes there. And Sharbladed and Chica, I'm pretty sure we're already on Nerdette from what I can remember. So a whole different team, a half and half of two teams, and just I remember Shooter and Lexi being very very dominant players from that last Stunner squad, and Nerdette. I definitely didn't really hear much about those players before the league, but they've been new and showing us what they're made of.
Right, right. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Codcaster here, and we're going to go ahead and see how these teams stack up against one another. So if you're just tuning in, we're getting into map number 1 of a brand new series, Nerdette versus Cutting Edge Esports, and we're on Stronghold Hardpoint. So what are your predictions for this map?
Oh god, that's a heavy question already in the beginning of the matchup. So hard to say because Cutting Edge have just really struggled in this league and even in the qualifier, and it's just they have a lot to prove to me so far. And Lovely, the new addition of Lovely after this sort of qualifier, she's been the player to watch on that Cutting Edge squad. And Jordan, also super super dominant player. And Mocha has actually even though she's a streamer, she's actually a really, really good competitive player as well. And Emmy's being the new addition, I haven't seen her play as well on the squad, but just new addition. Apparently, they believe in her, so I believe in their decision.
Right, so already we are back into the game, skipping over the Banner Protects as they have already done it and adjusted their classes accordingly. We're just going to go straight into the Specialist Draft, and we are seeing exactly what we saw originally. So let's just see how this match starts out. Hopefully there are no connection issues here, but Stronghold Hardpoint, opening engagement here. Once you see a player with an assault rifle get the trenches, another one get the square, you're going to see them face off. So let's see who it is that does it. On Cutting Edge side, we will see just a single M8 coming out of Hey Lovely. On Nerd side, we will see an M8 and just another M8 actually coming out of Shooter 1 and Lexi. So let's see who's going to go for that opening engagement on middle map.
So middle map starting off, and I'm on board here with Shooter. Gonna get some shots into some players not able to do anything there as Jordan, Mocha, and Chica are gonna be contesting this first hill, and Jordan is gonna be sitting in this contesting corner, hopefully not gonna get killed, but putting some nice points on the board there for Cutting Edge.
All right, Minnesota Mocha trying to watch the rock cut is going to be cut short. 4 kills go in favor of Nerdette Esports, slaying all of Cutting Edge out of the hill. 3 players holding it down. Shooter 1 trying to go ahead and hold a cut. Rock side here. And there it is, the hard point still in their favor. Oh, the Vesper coming into play here in the mansion. That's going to be a girl who's able to take her down. Now, 4 versus 2 situation. Cutting Edge trying to take control of this hard point as the enemy team is spawning up back mansion. That they do. It looks like scrap time could be awarded to them, but there's another gunfight going down between trenches and square, and Shooter 1 is able to come out on top with a 2-piece.
And Nerdette looking like they're still trying to fight for that middle map control, but now things are going to be switching over to this mansion side. Nerdette also having sort of some initial control and actually gets totally taken over by Jordan with some intro kills into the hill. Cutting Edge now racking up some more points.
All right, early points going in favor of Cutting Edge. Emmy's not finding too much action here around the driveway. Minnesota Mocha getting cut down on the hill after being EMP'd. Now we see Hey Lovely again going for 2 kills of her own. She's just getting spammed with these EMPs here. Spawning out, we have Nerd coming from rocks and satellite. A very, very long trek to make here. But Shooter 1's going to come in, get that entry kill and control of the hard point for Nerdette.
And Shooter also 7 and 4, leading her team with the kills. Also picks up another kill before she does get dropped. Cutting Edge now taking over control of this second hill as they're up by about 30 points there. Nerdette trying to rack up some more kills, not able to close out. Let's see who's going to be able to get the scrap time. It's looking like Cutting Edge might be able to run away with some more scrap time as Nerdette are going for an early rotation.
Mocha spotted that player at top mansion while on the Harpoon, was able to get a little bit of scrap time and as well as rotate over to third hill here on trenches. However, Shooter 1, another 2-piece coming out of her, going for her 3-kill streak, then she's taken down. Now, Denial Chica trying to make something happen here for Nerd Esports, pops the heat wave, gets the shots in the back, trying to get 2 kills, and there it is on her 2-kill streak in the hill right now, hoping to make it a bloodthirsty here soon.
Trying to look for some players on the side. Sharpblade gonna be taken out. Lovely answering with a 2-piece. Chica cannot be stopped, and she actually gets dropped by the hands of Emmy. Jordan and Emmy's now on top of the hill, racking up some more points, and there is a sight on the field. It is Shooter picking up some kills. She finally gets dropped by Emmys, who quickly gets traded by Chica.
All right, Shooter 1 coming in, getting taken down. Lexi also falling, and the hill will go in favor of Cutting Edge Esports. Bit of a split push going on here, as we're going to see the rotation. We should see the rotation coming in from Nerd, but no, they're choosing to flood this hill anyway. And Cutting Edge Esports coming off of that back satellite area. Shooter 1 trying to do it all herself, but she can't do it. Gets cut down after 2 kills. Spawns going in favor of Nerd Esports, and we're still seeing, we're actually seeing Cutting Edge Esports spawn from bunker. So this initial time should go to Nerd.
So some good spawns there in favor of Nerdette as Chico's trying to finish off another player dropping there as Nerdette trying to fight for some more control as Cutting Edge are now flooding into the hill, putting the pressure on as Shooter gets a nice 2-piece there on Mocha and Jordan, and Nerdette keeping control here as they're trying to rack some more points on the board, only a 30-point differential.
All right, Mocha actually still has those gravity spikes active. If she can just get to the hill and break it on her own here soon, that would be huge for Cutting Edge. You might see that come out into play here. She just, oh no, she's not able to do it. A player in the corner. Lexi's going to be able to shut her down. Chica able to take down a girl. It's 2 players on the hill still for Nerd. Now, 10 seconds left on the hill. We will see Cutting Edge rotate over to bunker. Heads up play by them to know the rotation here. And we do see one player just outside. That's going to be Shooter 1, who does spell trouble for them. But no, she's taken down instantly. And Cutting Edge will get that initial time with no trouble at all.
Now on board here with Sharpblade trying to push into this bunker hill. The Psychosis is going to be activated by Jordan, but Sharpblade is going to take all of those clones out. Now Nerdette trying to put some pressure on the hill. The sight is going to be coming out of Emmys, who picks up a huge 2-piece, and Minnesota Mocha coming in with the gravity spikes.
There's the 2-piece, but that stun, that concussion that Emmy, I think it actually might have been a heat wave that Emmy had to experience there from maybe a teammate, is actually going to stop her sight right in its track. 30 seconds left. Emmy looking to retake this hard point. 2 players just around the corner, loses the first engagement. That's Shooter 1, probably the best 1 versus 1 player in this map so far. We're picking up so many huge gunfights, and that's Mocha able to break the hard point and get some hill time for Cutting Edge.
And Cutting Edge just having great control of this bunker hill. They barely have lost any time on it, as Shooter's just been trying to slay outside of it, picking up these multi-kills, but not able to get as much time as they would like, as now Cutting Edge is up 112 to 76.
Here comes the Scythe. Shooter has been playing on another level compared to everybody in this lobby so far. Able to get 1 kill, trying to tag up another player in the distance, but cannot connect with those shots. Just the threat of Shooter even being here at all is enough for the team. Team killing Sharp-bladed there, but still was able to hold down the hardpoint with her team for quite some time. Now Mocha, contesting the hardpoint, is able to stay alive, and her teammates are able to break it.
Just Shooter, 32 and 15, almost doubling her teammates' kills, and they're down in this hardpoint game. Shooter, or just her teammates, need to put a little bit more points on the board if you have somebody like Shooter absolutely slaying around the hill as much as she can. But now this middle, or now we're actually going into the side of the hill, the second hill of this rotation, and both these teams are contesting it.
Yeah, and if you pull up your scoreboard here, what's interesting is, you know, we see only 20 seconds of time coming out of Shooter with her 32 kills and 17 deaths, but she also has 14 defends, which is almost 3 times as much as everybody else in the team. So you got to wonder, why is no one else in the squad contributing right now? What is going wrong for this Nerdette squad?
I'm not sure what's going on with Nerdette. You'd think they could put some more points on the board with how much they are slaying, but Cutting Edge have not let up any control. Lexi getting a huge 2-piece there, as Emmys from the Cutting Edge squad is on a 4-kill streak and make that 5 as she picks up a huge 2-piece on Shooter and Chica.
Just one more kill, and she will get her dart. Not often that you see that in hardpoint, but with just one kill away, we're also actually closing in on her scythe here. I think in the next hardpoint she can continue with her bloodthirsty into a merciless. We could see streaks and a scythe coming into play soon. Oh, tries to win the two-piece, and she does, getting full streaks. That's going to be huge for Cutting Edge to extend their lead even further. Shooter cannot be happy right now with the performance she's putting up against this Cutting Edge squad.
It's unfortunate that it was Mocha that had to shut down Emmy's kill streak there. Nonetheless, she is still 31 and 20, has the Hellstorm, Lightning Stripe, and Dart, and she's actually going to light up that Hellstorm right now. Let's see what player she's going to be able to pick up on this hill. Make that only one, I think maybe two on Shooter.
All right, Vesper on hill. That's going to be a girl, giving her some attention in this POV. She's got a stun and a frag in her inventory. Neither of them are going to come into play as she gets shut down in that 1v1 engagement. Now, Cutting Edge, though, still able to control the hardpoint despite those two deaths.
Oh, I'm sorry, I just yawned there. Emmy's still on a 3-kill streak. Her team losing
Yawning
control.
from exhaustion, right? From how exciting this match is here. We got Lovely on the hardpoint, able to take down... Oh, no, it's Shooter. Actually able to take down 2 different players, just padding her stats even more, protecting that hill. Ooh, now she's actually at 15 defense, not quite tripling her teammates anymore. They're all putting in a little bit of work here, getting into this trench skill, but now you want to see them all rotate towards rocks. Shooter should back up, play for spawns. She's not able to do so, gets cut short. They're still able to slightly maintain these spawns. You're going to see her rep back towards satellite and post up for rocks.
And Shooter is going to do just that, posting up on this, I guess, castle side. Also has the 40 bomb, can be tagged up from behind. That is Lovely picking up that kill. Emmy's dart is also did pick up a kill there earlier. Both teams fighting for this kill control, but it is Jordan picking up some kills and also some points for her squad.
All right, Nerd still with good spawns, not able to do too much on the hard point here as Emmy pulls out the scythe following that dart on a 4-kill streak right now. Almost trying to, match what Shooter's been doing this whole game. Really putting on for the squad. This game could be coming to a close here soon. Now, you got to wonder, is anyone else close to their streaks for this final hardpoint? We do have a Psychosis, we do have a Heat Wave, and we are close to Gravity Spikes moving into this final hardpoint rotation, And it looks like Cutting Edge could close it out here.
And Nerdette has the early rotations, Sharp Bladed on board with her, has the Purifier up, ready to light this door literally on fire, has a player about to be challenging her.
Quite literally on fire.
Quite literally on fire, and Cutting Edge pushing up from both sides and are able to push out all those players of Nerdette, slay them out, even though they did have early rotations. Cutting Edge now take control.
Yeah, not just early rotations, a setup and specialist weapons out, and Emmy was still able to come straight through and get a 2-piece. That might have been poor communication on watching flanks or calling spawns, because those 2 players should not have been taken out that easily. So we will see Cutting Edge. It looks like they're about to close out this hardpoint unless this 3-man push from Rockside can make the difference. Your Shooter one not able to make it happen. Mocha answers with a 3-piece, finally taken down. Just 3 seconds separates Cutting Edge from their win on Stronghold Hardpoint. Can Nerd come back?
Chica with a huge 2-piece finds a third one. Lovely trading her up there. Now Minnesota is trying to contest this hill. A couple more seconds left, and Cutting Edge are going to close out map number 1, 250 to 140.
Yeah, and there it is. Really, it was just a one-sided performance coming out of Cutting Edge. Only Shooter from Team Nerd was able to really put on any sort of a show. Individually, just making it look easy with 16 defense, 44 kills, approaching that 50 bomb, but the game just did not last long enough for her to get there, as we saw Cutting Edge as a unit, as a team, was able to shut out Nerd in map number 1.
So strong performance by Cutting Edge in map number 1. We're going to head into a map number 2, Search and Destroy, but before that, we're going to switch lobbies up and get everybody ready. So be right back. We won't be too long.